Alrighty guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today what we're gonna do is work on the Midgate. So I bought some steel. I was originally gonna do it with fiberglass, but I have no idea really how to work with fiberglass or how to do anything like that. So I'll save that for something else later on. I bought some steel tubing and I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna measure the inside from wheel well to wheel well. And I am going to use the measurement from wheel well to wheel well to make the frame of the gate. And then on the outside of the wheel well, I'm gonna make my little frames so they can close and open. So it'll be like a three-way Midgate, something different than the avalanche, but with the same kind of function as the avalanche. So yeah, let me get, whoo, what was that? Something flew in my ear, but it came right back out. That was scary. That was scary. Anyway, got my cool back, and now we are gonna go work on this Midgate. Yeah, I'm a little freaked out right now, but all right, let's get it. Alrighty guys, so originally I was going to measure the wheel well to wheel well, but I figured I can measure from each ends of the seat. So whatever the measurement is from the seat is exactly how I'm gonna make my steel tubing. I might make it a little bit higher for the gate, just so I can get a little plexiglass for the window. And then we'll work on the two sides, whatever is left over in the measurement, to make our rest of the flap to cover it off. So let us get the tape and measure seat end to seat end and see what it is. Seat end to seat end, we are measuring about 43. So 43 inches, and just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna measure the inside. 44 for the inside. So I say let us do 44, right, to get the inside going. And if it's too big, I can always trim off and re-weld. But if it's too small, it's gonna be annoying to add more. So you want it to be one nice solid piece. So let us get to working with that, and yeah, let's start. Alrighty guys, so here is the steel tubing that we're working with. I am gonna measure it out to, I think, 44. They're 6 foot tall steel tubings. I bought about 5 of them. So we have 30 right there, if I did my math correctly. And let us measure this, cut it, and we're gonna start off with our frame. Once we have the frame, I can have something that's malleable to work with, and something that's touch. It's something that I can touch and feel and know what I'm working with. I just can't think of the word off the top of my head, but let us work on cutting this up and getting what we need. Alrighty guys, so here is the bones of the project, which is right here. This is the Midgate that I just welded. You could tell that my welds are getting a lot better. Well, this is a shitty side, so let's look at something that's good. You could tell that my welds are getting a lot better. Well, hold on. Here. You could tell that my welds are getting a lot better. Look at that. To me, that's pretty cool. So I'm progressing. I'm not the best yet, but I plan to be. It's gonna take me a little while, but here is basically the skeleton and the frame of the Midgate for this tracker. Now, originally I was gonna work with fiberglass like I told you all, but I have no idea what I'm doing with that. I felt the best thing that I can do is buy some steel tubing, make a frame, work on the inside of the frame to give it a little bit more bracing and support. And then from there, maybe I can get something much more harder and work with fiberglass on the inside. So it'll be metal and fiberglass, something along that way. Plus, I look at this as a win-win. I get to work with welding a little bit more, and I know for a fact that my Midgate is gonna be solid and strong. It's gonna be in the center, and this is great practice for when I'm ready to do the front bumper, rear bumper, and roll cage. I think this is great, and I'm gonna mock this up, see how it fits inside. It should definitely fit snug in there, and if it doesn't, well then we've done something wrong like usual. But if it fits, great. If not, back to the drawing board, cut it, weld it again, and redo it. And then once I mock it up and see that it fits, I'll work on the inner brace. And once the inner brace is done, then I'll work on the 2 side pieces, and that will be it. So let us start with mocking this up. So from the looks of it, it fits pretty snug there. I think we're gonna have to shorten this a little bit more because it jams in the way of the wheel wells. I think it's a little bit too long. So we're gonna have to cut it a little bit more. See, it's a little bit too big. I think we're gonna have to trim this like maybe an inch. Once an inch is off, it should be a lot better. So what I'm gonna do is measure an inch off, cut it, and then re-weld it again. This definitely is gonna take some time. It's a little bit of patience. This is something that, you know, you're mocking up yourself, you're fabricating yourself. There's nothing like it. So you're always gonna have to keep running back and forth, making minor adjustments until it fits perfect. So this is where the patience in the game comes in, and we have nothing but time to this build. So let us take our time, let me cut it and readjust, and then come back in for a fitment. So I'll see you all in a few. Alrighty guys, so here's what happened. I mocked it up, it fits, so that's a good thing. Now, what I'm trying to do is, I'm gonna remove the rear seats, and on the piece of the rear seats where it folds, I'm gonna have to custom make 2 brackets on each side to kind of go with the flow with the pivot point of this seat. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about because it's kind of hard to explain, but let me show you. Okay, so here's exactly what I'm talking about. You see this? This is what causes the seat to pivot. So here's metal, this is plastic. So what I'm thinking about doing is removing this seat entirely, pulling out this pin, removing it, measuring the length of this plastic, and seeing how long of a distance I need to make 2 brackets for each side for, so I can weld it on to the edge of my frame here, of course after measured and stuff, and then put the pin through, drill 2 holes and put the pin through, and have it pivot on this exact point. I may have to make the hinges a little bit longer so it can fit up a little bit further back, so it can comfortably fold onto this back, because here there's a hump here that we have to work with. So let's just see what's going to go on with it first. Obviously it's going to take a few trial and error mock-ups and stuff, but let's see what goes on. Yeah guys, so obviously it's going to take a few trial and error mock-ups. So before I even focus on putting in an inner brace, I'm going to focus on making the 2 pivot point tabs. That way I can have this basically sitting permanently in the truck as we speak. How am I going to get it to hold up and stay still? That I'm still working out on. I have to try to make some custom locks and latches. I've never done this before, so I don't know. Bear with me. It's pretty fun in the making. I had to cut and fix this a few times, but for a first timer, I think it was great. So before I even paint this and stuff like that, let me remove the seat and then I'll work on creating the 2 pivot points. I thought something fell on me. But yeah, let's get started on that. Alrighty guys, so let us talk with what's going on. We're gonna end the video here because all my batteries for my power tools are dead, so I can't even drill any more holes right now. So once that's done charge, I'll start drilling the holes, but it's getting late and I gotta put this video out anyway. So let us recap with what's going on. I built this frame out of some tube steel. We are gonna use this for the Midgate, at least the starting point of the Midgate. It fits. Now, I got one side finished, basically, if I can turn this comfortably without it falling out, the pin or anything. So here's what we did. I removed this here from the shadow on my face. So I removed this here from the seat and I put the pin in and I welded on a brace. So now it can flip and fold just like the seat did. So obviously I have to mock that up. Once the other side is finished and I get the other bracket to go on this brace, then we'll be set to mock it up to the car and see how it fits. Once all of that is fitted correctly, then I will work on obviously prettying up the Midgate, making it look better. And then we'll move on to finding a glass for it. And then after that, we'll move on to the bumper and suspension and so on and so forth. But first things first, let's focus on this Midgate, get this done right. And that'll be one thing checked off the list. Finally. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, whatever the heck it turns out to be, however it is when it's finished edited. I don't even know how long it will be, but I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button to see more in the future, because there's videos every single day for the rest of this year at least. And if you did enjoy this project, also make sure to hit that like button and leave your comments in the comments section below. It'll be much appreciated. Guys, there are a few ways that you could support this channel. One is just giving a like to the video. It helps boost me up into the YouTube algorithm, which allows my videos to be seen by more eyes. And another way, you can purchase the King Custom stickers. Just hit me up on my DMs on Instagram, Facebook, Gmail, or hit me up in the YouTube comments and I'll reply to you and we'll figure something out. In the meantime, I am getting a website worked on and it is gonna be out soon and shortly. But with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all for the next one. Peace.